Hey there, today is another 5-Book Friday, and today we're talking Orange on the Cover. Hey there, it's Mitzi. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to share another 5-Book Friday, and I have not posted a 5-Book Friday in a very long time, so I thought it was time to get back to that. I had planned on trying to do a 5-Book Friday. I was going to kick it off with a few every Friday at the beginning of the year and then do like one a month or so, and I have failed to do that. So I'm going to try my best to at least one Friday a month share a 5-Book Friday where I share 5 books that are related in some way. And because I am participating in the Fall Into Reading readathon this fall, I thought I would share some 5 books from my shelf that would fit one of those prompts. Now, I have not mentioned the Fall Into Reading as one of my goals for the fall season because when I shared my September TBR recently, I had not seen the post yet for the Fall Into Reading challenge. So I didn't get to put that on there, but I am participating in that one. It's super versatile. It's easy to fulfill these prompts because most of them are basic genres like classic, nonfiction, science fiction. But then there are a few prompts on the bingo board that are more fall related, like leaves on the cover and orange on the cover and autumn vibes. So I thought I would share a few books for orange on the cover if you are participating in the Fall Into Reading challenge. And these are great books to read, so it's great to advertise some great books anyway. So I will leave a link to the host of the Fall Into Reading challenge below in case you're interested. Again, it's super easy. You have September, October, and November to fulfill these prompts, and I think you can add this to other readathons that you are participating in. So I'll leave a link to that below, and thank you to the host for hosting Fall Into Reading because I think it'll be a lot of fun. So here we go with the 5 books from my shelf that would fulfill the prompt Orange on the Cover. And the first one is Miss Bunkle's book by D.E. Stevenson. This was the first D.E. Stevenson for me. I read this earlier this year. It was a great read, and now I want to read more D.E. Stevenson. In fact, a week or two ago, one of my viewers gave me Listening Valley, which is also by D.E. Stevenson, so I hope to get to that one soon. But this one does have orange on the cover, and it's about a girl named Barbara Bunkle, I think's her name, and she is in a bind. She is short on cash. She needs cash and she needs it fast, and so she decides to write a book to make some money, some quick cash. Well, the book is a great success, but the only problem is the book is based on the people in her village and so it becomes a huge uproar in the town because she has been talking about these people in the village. It's super funny, lots of, if you like a good small town feel, this has that. It's an English country village sort of, I don't know what the name of the village is, but it's a residence of Silver Stream, the little English village she knows inside and out. That's on the back of it. Super cute, super fun, has orange on the cover, so I do recommend reading this one. The next one was another one I read at the beginning of the year. I read this with the Kindred Spirits Club, posted by Kate Howe. This was a favorite as well. It's called Emily of Deep Valley by Maud Hart Lovelace, and she is the author of the Betsy Tacy series, if you are familiar with that series. If you're familiar with that series, you probably already know this book. This was a delight to read. It's about a girl named Emily who graduates from high school at the beginning of the book, but she can't afford to go off to college. It's more about staying with her grandfather to help take care of him because she's been raised by her grandfather. But all of her friends go off to college and she has to stay there in Deep Valley. I couldn't remember the name of the town, Deep Valley, and just make the best of it. It's a great feel-good kind of book. I love Emily as a character. She's a strong female character, and I love how she just makes the best of it and just finds positive even though she's not able to do what she wants to do at the time that her dreams are, or she feels her dreams are sort of delayed, she decides, I'm going to make the best of this, and she starts doing some things to just better herself and, you know, look positive on what life has dealt her at the moment. And she discovers new friends, and a lot of things happen in the story also with some other characters where she is actually helping other people in the community. So it's just a great feel-good kind of book. I loved it. It was a great start to my year as well. And of course, there is orange on the cover of this one. Another one is Bud Not Buddy by Christopher Paul Curtis. It has a lot of orange on the cover. And this one is a Newbery winner. It is a middle grade. I thought I would try to be have a variety of books here. This one, again, is a favorite. It's set in the Great Depression in the late 1930s, and it's about Bud. Now, it's a serious subject matter because he is an orphan, and he is trying to find his father, and he thinks he knows who his father is based on just this picture that he had that his mother left. And so he takes this little suitcase of his belongings and sets out to find his father. So it is more of a, you know, there are some serious topics in this. The Great Depression is going on. This is a kid who doesn't have a home, no family to speak of, and he is out on the road on his own, traveling by himself, and he meets all these people along the way. However, it is funny. There are lots of funny things in here. It's not taking light of the situation, but it just makes the book more hopeful. And Christopher Paul Curtis, the writer of this one, is a great writer, and I was completely entertained. I cried in it because it does have some sweet moments in it as well, but I highly recommend Bud Not Buddy, and it would be a perfect one to read for the Fall Into Reading Challenge, orange on the cover. And then as soon as I thought about doing 5 books for orange on the cover, I immediately thought about my copy of Halloween Party. Now, this is an old copy, and I don't know what most of the Halloween Party by Agatha Christie covers look like. I know there's one that's white, but it has a pumpkin, I think, in the middle, so it does have orange on the cover. And hopefully you can find one with orange on the cover, but this is a perfect read for the fall if you haven't read it, or if you've read it, it will be a great reread because it's a Agatha Christie about a Halloween party, as it's called. And in this one it's different because it's a young girl. There are these children that are having a Halloween party, and one of the young girls is found drowned in the bobbing for apples bucket. So it starts off that way, and then we have to solve that murder. It is a great one again for Halloween and the fall season. If you want something that pertains to the holiday, or you're a seasonal reader, then this one would be a good one for you too. Now, all 4 of those I have read and enjoyed, so I recommend all of those. But the next one is one I haven't read, and it's one that I had picked up to read for Nonfiction November last year, and I still haven't read it. So hopefully I can get to this one myself for the fall, and it would fulfill orange on the cover for myself. It would also fulfill nonfiction, and that is The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. I've heard great things about this one, and it is super orange. Apparently she was, I think, from a poor tobacco farm or something like that, and they take her body without permission, and they use her DNA or something. I can't remember. It says she was a poor black tobacco farmer whose sales, taken without her knowledge in 1951, became one of the most important tools in medicine, vital for developing the polio vaccine, cloning, gene mapping, and more. So I'm sure this is about the ethical issues with taking part of her body without her knowledge or her permission. And so I have heard great things about this one. I'm super interested in it, but I can't recommend it because I haven't read it yet. If you have read this one, let me know in the comments. And let me know in the comments if you've read any of these, or if you are participating in the Fall Into Reading Challenge. Let me know of the books on your shelf that have orange on the cover that would be great to fulfill the Fall Into Reading Challenge as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.